Hello, fiber friends! Welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. I am absolutely just overwhelmed and thrilled with the response we've had to Day 1. It has been so exciting to see just everybody get spinning and just the excitement. Oh, it's just wonderful. And I loved reading through all the comments. There were especially a lot of people who got that spindle and said, hey, I'm gonna try spindle spinning for the first time, or maybe get back to spindle spinning after a length of time on the wheel. So it was really fun to see so many people just have a great spin on that spindle. So yay! Again, if you want to share any of your pictures, and it doesn't have to be the official, there's no official. It doesn't have to be the advent calendar. It can be anything from your stash. Please join the Vlogmas. Follow the hashtag, which is hashtag Jillian Eve Vlogmas 2021 on Instagram, and we can all see each other's pictures, what we're spinning up, encourage each other. It's just so much fun. So what are we up to today? Well, I was thinking, because a lot of you are spinning along with me, I thought maybe we should structure the videos a little bit differently. Maybe I should open the fiber right away, read the blessing, because if you're doing it with me, that way we can do that, and then you can start spinning while I chat and do whatever I'm up to. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's dive right into day number 2. I'll go grab it. All right, here it is. Somewhere in here. It should be right here. Haha, it is. Now, one of the things I wish I had done that was kind of an oversight, so I'm going to fix it right now, was that I didn't say exactly what the fiber was that we spun up from yesterday. So I looked it up. We have a chart with what's where, but I didn't want to actually know what was in which bag because I don't want to ruin the surprise for myself. So I went back and checked it. Yesterday for day 1, the colorful comb top was merino and silk, and that colorway was called Mackenzie, and then the pale icy blue color was Cheviot. So that's what we had yesterday. I'm gonna open this up for today and then I'll go peek because I don't want to spoil it. So let's get into day number 2. So much fun. Okay, blessing first. I'm reaching in. Ooh, this one has a goodie in it. All right, I found the blessing though. First blessing. Number 2, may you never spill your beverage on your project. I wish this for everyone. And I think, yup, we have a beverage in this bag. So what is this one? This is Stash Cinnamon Vanilla. So delicious. And you know what I love to do? I love to make this cinnamon vanilla tea, and then I put just a little splash of coconut milk creamer in there. And it's so good. Even maybe with a little dash of actual, like, cinnamon. Yum! Okay, what's our fiber? I'm gonna make myself thirsty. Okay, what are we spinning today? Ooh. You know what? I actually did forget. I legitimately forgot what I did. Let me go check real quick and I'll tell you what this fiber is. I can't believe I forgot. Okay. I dyed this. This is Cheviot, and I dyed it. It's kind of a reddish peach and a peachy pink peach. So if you got different colors, they should all kind of be about the same. But there were a few that might be a little different. Anyway, that's what the hashtag is for, so we can all share. For the most part, they're all gonna be fairly consistent. Maybe different shades, but still in the same colors. Because what I did was I created a color palette for the whole box. So if you did take everything and spin it all as one skein, it's not all the same color, but it's all a color palette. So it's you know what I mean? It's gonna all kind of go along together. All right, so we have this Cheviot and we have this lovely peach color and this beautiful red color. So how are we going to spin? These are about the same-ish, so we could candy stripe them. That could be fun. We could blend them. Someone yesterday did the wool that we had from yesterday's packet on a blending board and made roll eggs, and they were stunning. And I was thinking, this is gonna be what happens. Like, I'm here and I spin something and then I'm gonna go look at what everybody else is doing and be like, wow, I should have done that because that was so gorgeous. Isn't that always the way though? Don't we? Yes, I don't want anyone to fall into that trap. If you experiment, then good for you for experimenting. Okay, so I'm gonna need to have some requests for techniques. We did that last year, right? We put requests for how you wanted to see things spun and what to do with them. Let's put that in the comment. Comment of the day. How should we spin the fiber for tomorrow? That could be one of our comments. Okay, let me think for a second. I'll be right back. I got it. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cable ply this. I'm going to put this on one bobbin, and then I'll put this on the other bobbin. And then I will ply them together with extra twist. And then I'll put it on my yarn cake winder. So then I have a center pull ball of these two plied together, but then I'm gonna ply them together again. I think this will work. Let's try it and let's see what happens. So let's get spinning. I haven't tried the e-spinner on this little rolly cart thing, so we'll see how it works. It might be terrible. It also might be wonderful. I have to stop abusing my imagination by thinking the worst thing. I need to think the best thing. This is gonna be wonderful. I hope. This drafts so smoothly. Oh my goodness. Like butter practically. Wow. This is awesome. This is one of those fibers. It's so easy to draft. I definitely recommend it for beginners. All right, friends, I have both of these bobbins all spun up and I am ready to ply. So when I do this ply, I'm going to put some extra energy into it, just a little bit, so that when I finish this ply, I can ply it one more time. So that will make my cable. Whichever way these were spun, I'm going to ply it just like I normally would, going the opposite direction, but over plying. So let's start with that and then we'll get to the plying it back again. The only thing about cable plying is that you don't end up with a lot of yardage when you finish because it all just gets sucked up in the ply, being, you know, there's going to be 4 in there in the end. So this might not have a lot of yardage, but that's okay because a lot of this is just about having really awesome spinning experience and practice and fun. This one doesn't have a leader on it, so I'm trying to go backwards. I was like, where's my other bobbin? Well, my other bobbin for my Ashford E spinner has part of a project on it. It has part of the thrummed mitten spin that I haven't finished, but it's in progress because it's on the bobbin. So I'm using one of the old style bobbins on the E-spinner, which it works. It's just a little noisy. It's not as smooth spinning as the new ones. Okay, so which way are we going here? Make sure I switched my direction the other way. As a 2-ply, this is making a very lovely candy striped yarn. It's very consistent. I didn't know it would be that consistent, but it's looking good. Yay, good practice here. Here's the ply, and it's definitely got extra twist. I took my 2-ply and put it into a center pull ball, but that is so pretty. It came out so nice. And I know I did a whole video about center pull balls, but I think for this little sample, we're gonna be just fine. And I'm going to ply this the other direction, so I have to make sure. So I spun it clockwise and then counterclockwise, and now we're going clockwise again. So we want Z twist. All right, I snapped it over to the Z twist, and now let's ply it again. This is looking really pretty. You know what I love about a cable yarn? It can turn a candy striped yarn into a speckled yarn because of the construction of having the plies plied back on themselves, and it's really cool. So let's take a closer look here. This is how it's looking. I think this needs a little smidge more twist. There it is. There it is. That's so pretty. So I am going to get this finished up. I can't wait to see the final yarn. I actually really enjoyed spinning this Cheviot, and I think I am getting a feel for the breed. I have some project ideas involving some weaving that I'd really love to do with some hand spun Cheviot. It spun so well, so easily. And I like the feel of it. It's sturdy. It's not a super soft merino kind of, you know, put it as a, oh. it'll probably be a little itchy if it's on the back of your neck, like in a scarf situation or a hat if your hair isn't, you know, long. But I think this could have some really good, more durable fabric cloth kind of purposes. Maybe a bedspread or something like that, a bed cover. I don't know, but I enjoyed this little spin. That's what I love about this. It gives you such a taste for all these different breeds and different techniques and everything. I mean, we know that. That's why we're here, right? So for Vlogmas, I like to put a little bit of something just kind of fun and off topic from just spinning each time. And a lot of people were saying that they loved my fireplace behind me. I'm hoping in maybe a couple of these Vlogmas episodes we'll get a fire going, because that would be a lot of fun. But I've had questions about the fireplace, because if you've seen some of my recent videos, you know that the fireplace was not this color before. So I wanted to share with you what I did to it. I did not paint the fireplace. I lime washed the fireplace, which is a really cool technique that has been around. It's actually a historical method for taking care of stone, brick, those kinds of structures. It dates back, I'm not sure how far back it goes, but definitely around the Mediterranean, like ancient Rome. Places that had access to limestone used limestone for a lot of purposes, and one of those purposes was to powder it, to crush it up, dissolve it in water, and then wash over the brick with the water and the lime. So then the water dries out of it, and the lime kind of hardens, I guess, cures, and it creates a protective surface over the brick. The things I've been reading about brick say that you don't really want to paint over brick because it can kind of trap, if it's latex, it can trap things within the brick, including moisture and stuff like that you don't want to have trapped. So the lime wash allows the brick to breathe, which is natural for the brick. And it's a historical technique, so I thought it would be really cool. So I lime washed over the whole fireplace, and I did some fun time lapses. So I'll show you what it looked like as it was drying. And while it was, finishing, I went back in with a stiff bristle brush, and I sprayed water on it, and I scrubbed it, and I got some of these spots clean, so it kind of made it a little bit more distressed and interesting looking. And I like the look very much. It's great for a backdrop for videos because, there's like what you like to have in your home and what you enjoy as an aesthetic preference, and then there's a whole other list of things that do and don't work when you're talking about recording. So lightening that up and making it white was, yes, my camera likes it much better. It's a good thing. And I think it looks really pretty. So yeah, that's what I did. Oh, and I can't not talk about this mantle. This mantle, when we moved in, was gross. It was gross. It had like melted wax on the top of it. Probably someone was burning candles and they dripped, and it was just really pretty scuzzy, and yeah. So Mark sanded the whole thing, and then he stained it. And I think it looks gorgeous. So I'm really happy to have a mantle behind me now that I can decorate with fun things, fun fiber things. So this owl, my grandmother made this owl. She dyed the wool herself, and it's rug hooking. And yeah, my grandmother made that owl herself. And then I just got this heddle, and I'm excited to try this one out. So you'll have to stay tuned for more content about this one. We'll be trying that one out. Another spool that my son got me because it's cool. Oh, check this out. This one, that's how it locks in the machine, so the machine can turn the spool. Isn't that cool? So I thought that spool, both of those spools I have back there, spools or bobbins or whatever they're called, I thought it would be fun to maybe display some textured yarn, just wrapping it around those. I haven't done it yet. That's one of my decorating things I'll get to someday. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that little fireplace update. I like it so much better. It makes me feel peaceful, and we want that for a craft space, right? We want to feel that peaceful, calm. I have free reign of creativity in this space. Those are good things. All right, friends. remember use that hashtag. Remember to like the video and all of those things that you do, and leave me a comment about how you would like to see yarn spun tomorrow. What should we do? Any techniques that you have special requests. And if you don't have anything that you want to particularly see spun, let me know what you think of the lime wash on my fireplace. All right, friends, this has been awesome. I'm going to say, oh, someone said this in the comments and I asked if I could borrow it for a video. Happy Vlogmas and merry spinning. See you in the next one.